Now we'll talk about solving equations where we have to use some simplifying. There will only be variables on one side. Equations consist of two expressions that are set equal to one another. So, like in this one, there's one expression here, the -3, and one expression here, the 6m plus 4 plus m. They're separated by this equal sign. That's the divider. So I have two expressions. Therefore, when you work more complicated equations, just simplify each of the expressions before you begin. So, for example, the -3 is already simplified, but here I have a 6m and a positive 1m. I know that those can be put together. I can make 7m plus 4 out of this expression. My other side just stays at a -3. Now this problem looks exactly like the problems that I was working all through the last module, the two-step equations. So you want to go to the side that has the m on it and undo what's been done to the m. So subtract 4 from both sides. Watch your negatives. Lose $3, lose $4, you're 7 in the hole, equals 7m. And then my last step is to undo what's been done to m. So undo timesing by 7, so divide by 7. M equals -1. I'm going to try to keep my colors consistent as I do these problems so that you can kind of see what step I'm on. Here are my steps. I want to distribute, add like terms, and then undo what's been done to the x. So first is distributive property. There's a distributive property where that -4 is multiplied by the parenthesis. So -4 times 2x is -8x. -4 times -3 makes a positive 12. So now I need to add like terms. Remember, I'm only dealing with one side of the equal sign. I'm dealing with this expression right here. So I've got 9x and -8x. Those add up to be 1x, or x. And then the 12 is by itself. I'm simplifying here. Notice I don't add the 12 and the 11 because they're not part of the same expression. They're on opposite sides of that equal sign. Okay, now I need to undo what's been done to the x. So go to the side with the x. I want to undo adding 12, so I'll subtract 12. X equals 11 minus 12. Think money. You had $11, you lost 12, now you're 1 in the hole. -1. At this point, pause the video and try to do the 4 practice problems, although they're numbered oddly. Then, if you have no problems, fast forward to the end and see if you got them right. If you struggle, unpause the video and watch how to do the problems. Remember, equations are just two expressions set equal to each other. So we can simplify those expressions before we start. So the first step to simplifying is to distribute. There's no distributive property here. So we'll add our like terms. I have a positive 8x. There's no other x terms. I have a -12 and a positive 10. Think money. You're 12 in the hole, you win 10 back, now you're only 2 in the hole. Notice I didn't add in the 26 because it's on the other side of the equal sign. So now I've simplified. Now I can start undoing. So go to the side that has the x on it and undo what's been done to the x. To undo subtract 2, you have to add 2. Think money. You're 26 in the hole, you win 2, now you're only 24 in the hole. Go to the side with the x, undo timesing by 8, you divide by 8. -24 divided by 8, a negative divided by a positive is a negative, so that's -3. 3. Number 2. Remember, I have two expressions that are set equal to each other. I am going to simplify the expression on this side of the equal sign. My first step is to distribute. Now write in the rest of the problem. Notice I didn't distribute the 7 to the negative 2 because it's not in the parenthesis. Then, within this expression, add your like terms. 7x is the only x term. I have a negative 28 and a negative 2. Simplify that. Put them together. Think, lose 28, lose 2, you're now 30 in the whole. Next, you want to undo what's been done to the x. So go to the side with the x. We're going to undo subtracting 30. So we'll add 30. And our last step is to undo what's been done to the x. We want to undo timesing by 7. So we'll divide both sides by 7. X equals 6. Number 4. I'm not sure where number 3 went. We want to simplify each of the expressions on either side of the equal sign. Well, the negative 3 is already simplified. So let's simplify this big mess of stuff. First, distribute. So I see this positive 2 times this parenthesis, so I'll distribute it. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times negative 3x is negative 6x. Bring down the rest of the stuff. Next, add your like terms. Remember, I'm only dealing with this expression on the right side of the equal sign. So I have a 2x and a negative 6x. Think money. You have $2, you lose 6, you're now 4 in the whole. So negative 4x. And then negative 7 and positive 2. Think money. You're in the whole 7, you win back 2, now you're only in the whole 5. What you're left with is just a regular old two-step equation like we did last module. So we want to undo what's been done to the x. Go to the side with the x on it, undo what's been done to the x. Undo subtracting 5, so we're going to add 5. Make money. Negative 3, positive 5. I lost 3, gained 5, so I'm out of the hole. I'm out of the hole 2. And then my final undo step, I want to undo what's been done to the x. So you have to go to the side with the x. You want to undo timesing by negative 4, so you divide by negative 4. Careful on this one. A common wrong answer is negative 2. But you see how this is not an improper fraction. The 2 is on top, 2/4. So that's the same as negative 1/2 if you reduce that fraction. Number 5. First step, distribute. So I'm going to look only at this expression on the left side of the equal sign. And I see that there's a distributive property. And I bring down all the other stuff. Next, I want to add like terms. Again, I'm dealing only with the expression on this side of the equal sign. So I have a 6x and a 2x, that makes 8x. And a negative 12 and a negative 5. Think money, I'm now 17 in the whole, so that's negative 17. So I've simplified down to just a two-step equation. So my next step, I'm going to undo what's been done to the x. So go to the side with the x on it. The undo of subtracting 17, the opposite of subtracting 17 is to add 17. Think money. You lose $1, you get 17 back, you're now 16 to the good. And last step is to continue to undo what's been done to that x. So undo timesing by 8. The opposite of timesing by 8 is to divide by 8. So 1x equals 2.